What if your father's dying words could shape the destiny of nations, even reveal the coming of the Messiah? What did Jacob really say before he died? Genesis 49 opens with a scene unlike any other. Jacob, the father of the 12 tribes of Israel, lies on his deathbed. But he doesn't just say goodbye, he prophesies. One by one, he calls his sons forward, not just to bless them, but to speak divine destiny over their lives. First comes Reuben, the firstborn. But instead of honor, he hears rebuke. Unstable as water, thou shalt not excel. Why? Because he defiled his father's bed, a birthright lost forever. Simeon and Levi are next. Jacob remembers their violence in Shechem and says, I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. Their legacy would be dispersion. But then, Judah. Everything changes. Jacob says, the scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come. Wait. Shiloh? That's a title pointing forward to the Messiah. Jesus Christ, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. Judah's prophecy is royal, eternal, and messianic. The tribe of Judah will produce kings, David, and ultimately, Jesus. From this dying father's lips, the future of salvation history is announced. Zebulun will dwell by the sea. Issachar will bear burdens like a donkey. Dan will judge his people, yet is also likened to a serpent. Gad will be attacked, but he'll overcome. Asher will produce rich food, and Naphtali is like a graceful deer set free. Then Jacob turns to Joseph, his favored son. He blesses him abundantly, calling him a fruitful bough by a well, and says, the blessings of heaven and the deep belong to him. This echoes God's protection and purpose for Joseph, despite betrayal and hardship. Finally, Benjamin is described as a ravenous wolf, fierce and mighty in battle, just as his tribe would later become. This chapter isn't just a list of poetic lines, it's divine foresight. Jacob, led by the Spirit, isn't simply speaking to sons. He's declaring the futures of nations, tribes, and the coming of Jesus Christ himself. What may sound like an ancient farewell is, in reality, a roadmap to redemption, from brokenness to blessing, rebellion to royalty. This chapter reveals God's hand over every generation. Which prophecy stood out to you most? And why do you think God included this chapter in the Bible? Let us know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for the next chapter, because the story doesn't end with Jacob's final breath. It's just beginning. Keep watching and see how God's plan unfolds.